if you know me, there's something about you understanding that you're powerful mind first. So in this process, I just wanted to kind of give you 5 minutes of things that I feel are necessary for right now. Guys, it's real easy at this moment to find reasons and ways to disconnect mind first. Do me a favor. I want everybody to join in real quick. Real quick. If you got a pen next to you, I want you to do me a favor. I'm ready for you. Or you can type it in your notes right here. You can even use your little notes thing right here. So look, I want you to write this down. P-A-N-D-E-M-I-C. You heard it. P-A-N-D-E-M-I-C. I want you to write that down. Write that down. I'll give you a couple of times. P-A-N-D-E-M-I-C. Write that down. And I want somebody right there real quick to tell me what did we just write? What did we just write? What did we just write? What's going on, peeps? Hey, y'all, thank y'all for joining. What did we just write? I'm going to wait for y'all to type it. P-A-N-D-E-M-I-C. Bam. Perfect. I want you to follow me real quick. I want you to follow me. Positive and negative decisions exalt your mindset and impact your choices. Did you follow me right there? I'm going to say it again. If you wrote down the word I told you to write down, pandemic, P-A-N-D-E-M-I-C. Watch this. P-A-N-D-E-M-I-C. Positive and negative decisions exalt our mindset and impact our decisions. All I want you to think right now, I'm going to say it one more time because somebody ask me. Look, P-A-N-D-E-M-I-C. I want you to write that down. P-A-N-D-E-M-I-C. Positive and negative decisions exalt and impact our choices. Look, check this out. Here's what I want you to think throughout this process. I feel that during this time frame, that this epidemic or this situation that we're going through, you're built for it. How do I know you're built for it? Because if you understand that this pandemic is now a choice and an opportunity for you to reconnect your purposes, watch how much value comes from what's going on throughout this process. I feel a lot of people now throughout this situation are trying to look for an answer. Here's what I like to tell people. You already got the answer. Sometimes it's not you looking for an answer as much as you already having the solution. What takes you away from accepting the solution is simply you not trusting that you still have a choice and have power in your decisions. Pandemic, real simple. Powerful or positive and negative decisions. You have a choice. Now, check this out. I want everybody to kind of go back with me. So I'm from the country. In the country, we like to talk in ways that some people don't understand because some of y'all are a little different. And I'm going to want you to participate in this right here. But I remember this guy that used to always be with my grandpa sitting in the yard. He always say, Antoine, what you know good? Antoine, what you know good? And as crazy as that is, it took me forever to understand is he was asking me to say something good. What's positive? What's going on around me? So I want you real quick. I'm going to give you about 15 seconds to write down here. What have you learned and how have you grown from your time in isolation? Write it real quick. Make it quick. How have you learned and what have you grown during this period of isolation? I want you to make that real quick. Type it down there for me. Type it or share it with me. I'm open. What have you learned and how have you grown during this period of isolation? And while you're writing, I'm going to touch on the things that I've learned. As a trainer here in Dallas, I am excited to see how many gyms are growing online, how many trainers are taking the initiative to step outside of their bubble and go online, how many families are gathering, how many people are learning new trades, how many people have written a book. There are so many people now that have grown in ways that they didn't even consider before this period of isolation. Here's what I tell you during your period of isolation. You were built for this. I feel, and I will say with confidence, that right now has a purpose. I feel, once again, that right now has a purpose. If I were to give you my feedback, I'm going to say this. This isolation, in my opinion, is an opportunity to restore humanity. It's an opportunity for us to kind of get back to not just moving in circles, but appreciating those things that were a gift before we got them. Remember, if not careful, if you're going through life without connecting to it, you become a product of your choices. How many of us wish we had more time with our family? Oh, my job, I'm working 6 days a week. I got overtime. Well, guess what? It's here. So remember how valuable the things that you desired before you had them were. Just know you have an opportunity. I don't consider this to be a period of isolation. I consider this to be an opportunity for all of us to, again, reconnect with those things that we find and feel that are valuable. So here's a fact that I read. It says, if you say something negative out loud, it has 10 times the more effect on you if you say it out loud. They say negative thinking is impactful from 4 to 7%. So if you say something out loud and you're thinking negative, and the news is controlling you, and you're speaking all of these things that's going on, you're not even giving yourself any hope. And remember this, if you lose hope, you start to feel helpless. But if you remain helpful and trusting in yourself, hope is going to always come and give you something to continue to move and live for. So here's what I say to you. Right now has purpose. And I want you to remember, regardless of what's going on around you, there is some greatness that's going on. And it's up to you to find something within you to trust and know that this isn't for me to be down, but an opportunity for me to be uplifted. This isn't an opportunity for me to get discouraged as much as it is an opportunity for me to find someone else to encourage and motivate through these difficult times. Here's what I'm going to ask you, and then I'm going to let you go. Before Corona, follow me. What did your faith lie? What did your peace of mind lie? What did your hope lie? What did your emotional stability lie? What did your trust lie? See, I think most people forget that life has to be lived and appreciated before you fall into this vicious circle of just making these moves that have no intent and purpose. So again, I ask you, before Corona, what did your faith lie? What did your peace of mind lie? What did your hope lie? What did your emotional stability lie? What did your trust lie? Because as you saw and as we know now, some of us wasn't prepared. But there's purpose in right now. So even though you were not prepared for what Corona brought, you see me, you hear me. You got food in your refrigerator. You found out who your real friends are. You're TikToking. You're picking up new trades. So there's a lot of greatness that has came from this. But here's what I tell you. And as there some people that are joining, I want you to say this again. Pandemic, if you write it down, PANDEMIC. Positive and negative decisions exalt your mindset and it impacts your choices. And I'm going to end with this and I'm going to let you go. Peace, happiness, gratitude, trust, living, positive thinking, positive influencing are all choices. So life has given you an opportunity. What do you do with your choice? Now look, I appreciate you. I only wanted this to be for 5 minutes. I'm sorry for starting late. I will be better prepared next time now that I know how to control technology. But here's what I want you to do. The next time we speak will be tomorrow. Here's what I want you to do. Oh, somebody asked for pandemic again. Pandemic. Here's my acronym for pandemic. Positive and negative decisions can exalt your mindset and impact your choices. So you're not just sitting still and trying to figure out what's next and what is the news going to say and what am I going to do about next move. You're appreciating and you're engulfed and you're involved in everything that's going on in a way that you grow and become better as an individual. Utilize this time to be better, to live better, so that when this leaves, that you're already exalted. And when you're exalted, nothing can pull you down. Take this time right now to grow in ways that you know for a fact that you didn't even think that you had in you. But this period is allowing you to recoup and come back together and be one. So that when it's time passes, because it will pass, that you're ready to go. Hey, so look, I appreciate you for your time. I only wanted 5 minutes. I started late. It won't happen again. Tomorrow, I want to talk to you. 5 minutes max, and we're out of here. Thank you for your time.